Good afternoon. Welcome to the Unto Theology Ministries channel. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please consider contributing to the ministry, for our primary ministry is to help the ones in jail or in nursing home. And when we go to those local jails and nursing homes, we need Bibles and other printings to hand out to these that are so often overlooked. Please help us reach these needed souls. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the video description. We are also looking to partner with a few Christian businesses as an affiliate. Look into the video description for hyperlinks. Thank you.
All right, my brothers and sisters in Christ, today we are going to look at a very important issue that was raised on, I believe it is called Somali Christian TV. I know that it is Somali something TV. But the hostess of that show said that we Christians are not allowed to protect ourselves. And it's like, what? Where is she getting that from? Well, I can tell you where she is getting that from. Both verses are in the book of Matthew. One is at 5, verse 39. And I am going to show why both of these verses are wrong. Okay? But I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to the other side also. Well, that's the verse they use, but they don't read verse 38. It's right here. Have you heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye and tooth for tooth? What is this? This is revenge. Self-defense is not the same as revenge. Okay? That is the key thing. Revenge. Do no revenge. The other one is in 26 and verse 52. Then said Jesus unto him, put up again thy sword into its place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. That's of a better way to say this, that he who lives by the sword shall die by the sword. That is what this verse is. Okay? You also need to take a look at what's going on. The betrayal and arrest, okay, of Jesus. Because he then states thereafter, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions? Okay? That's the whole deal. It was in protection of Jesus fulfilling prophecy. He knew he had to fulfill prophecy, and it was done because he volunteered to do so. Okay? And also notice what Jesus says. I'm going to hover here just a little bit. He says, put it up. Jesus did not say, get rid of it. He said, put it up. I don't know if this one. I am looking at if at all this account has it or if I need to go to Luke. Okay, it doesn't look like that this account has it. So we are needing to go to Luke, and it is also in John. Okay, Luke 22 and verse 36. There are two things about Luke 22, but we will start with verse 36. Then said he unto them, But now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that has no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Okay. Oh, and right here, he is just kind of affirming that what has been prophesied about him is about to come to pass. All right. Now, the next verse. Now, here is before we go to verses 49 through 53, people thinks that this is talking about a metaphorical sword. Okay, but let's keep this in context. Let's go ahead and go a few verses on down and go to 49 through 53. When they which were about him saw what would follow, they said unto him, Lord, shall we smite with the sword? And one of them smote the servant of the high priest and cut off his right ear. Okay, this shows that the sword just a few verses earlier is not a metaphorical sword. When you keep it in context, you have a better understanding. And Jesus answered and said, Suffer ye thus far, and touched his ear, and healed him. Then Jesus said unto the chief priests and captains of the temple and the elders, which were come to him, Be ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves? When I was daily with you in the temple, ye stretched forth no hands against me, but this is your hour and the power of darkness. Okay? So, again, notice what Jesus didn't say. He did not say to get rid of the sword. I said that it is also in John. John 18:10 through 11. Some people may wonder why I do it this way. This way you can see the actual scripture itself rather than you just hoping that I am saying it right. I am showing you. Okay, 10 through 11. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew up and smote the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was him. Then Jesus said unto Peter, Put up thy sword in thy sheath. The cup which my Father hath given me, shall I not drink it? So, here right here within John's account, Jesus did say, Put thy sword in thy sheath. In other words, put it up for now. This isn't the time or the place. Jesus, again, did not say, get rid of it. Are you listening? We are not to use the sword in offense, but in defense. This is why, and this is a fine line that Christians have when it comes to wartime. I don't remember which war it was. It was either World War II or it was the Vietnam War. One of them, a group of Christians denied the draft because it meant that they would have to metaphorically take up the sword. But here is the thing. If another nation attacks us, we Christians are therefore allowed to take up arms and defend. So now let's look at Acts. This is going to be an interesting one, but let's take a look at Acts 16, verses 37 through 39. But Paul said unto them, They have beaten us openly, uncondemned, being Romans, and have cast us into prison. And now do they thrust us out privately? Or not privately, privily? Nay, verily, but let them come themselves and fetch us out. And and the sergeants told these words unto the magistrates, and they feared when they heard that they were Romans. What is this? This is a form of rebellion. Rebellion. James 3:17, however. Now, this is also probably one of the ones that, well, see, this one here, James 3:17, is how we should live, okay? But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. This is how we should live on a daily basis if we are not in war. War sometimes entails a different frame of thought, and that is a unfortunate thing for us as Christians to go through, but on a daily, regular living, we are to live a peaceful thought. There is nothing in the Bible that says we cannot defend ourselves. There is even a few verses in the Old Testament that tells us that we should defend those who cannot defend themselves. Did you catch that? In the Old Testament, it says that we should defend those who cannot defend themselves. Now, then, pay attention again to what that is saying. If someone attacks another person that is unprovoked, and that person for some reason cannot defend themselves, we should step in. The point is, defense. There's many a times the Jews and Christians have had to defend themselves, and there is not a single scripture saying that is wrong. One of the 10 Commandments, let's get to one of the two lists, Exodus 20, and the other one is in Deuteronomy 5, but Exodus 20 will do, is thou shalt not kill. Now, now, now then, the term here should really be thou shalt not murder, because sometimes Okay, here it is, especially to murder. Okay, this is talking about just going out and killing somebody. Sometimes, sometimes we, when we are defending ourselves, we have, we then try not to kill the person that is attacking us, but in some situations, we may have no choice but to take their own life, not their own life. In America, it is called justifiable homicide. Are you hearing this? Justifiable homicide. This is when the fight is to the point to where you try to walk away after, let's say, the fight is over and that you have then successfully defended yourself. You try to walk away, but they still attack, and they are relentless with adequate adequate proof. That becomes justifiable homicide. I have a pepper spray gun in my car. It is not one of those puny little pocket things that you can buy at Walmart. No, this looks like a gun except at, except at the barrel it is orange, and that is by law, at least here in Oklahoma, that if it is not a real gun, the tip of or the barrel of the gun is to be painted orange so that the cops will know it is not a gun. All right? But I have a pepper spray gun that will shoot nearly 30 feet, and I would actually rather take them to their knees rather than strike a blow. This way, nobody gets hurt real bad. I have been in a couple of fights in my life, and I have hurt a few, and yes, I mean by way of sending them to the hospital. All right, but I prefer not to do that. Fighting is not something that I prefer to do, but I know that I can do it, and I will do it if I have to defend myself. So, what have we learned today? That yes, we Christians can defend ourselves. Yes, we Christians can defend ourselves. The Bible does not tell us we can't. It tells us that if we live by the sword, that we will die by the sword. What does that mean? That if our living is to be made using the sword. But since using a weapon is not living, oh, wait a minute, let me back up a bit. Since if we use a weapon to defend, we are not constantly using the sword as a part of our living to kill people. That is what that verse means. To live by the sword is to die by the sword. So, please stop trying to convince people we cannot defend ourselves. You choose not to defend yourself. But I will continue to defend myself when and if any future time is needed.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Unto Theology Ministries channel. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please consider contributing to the ministry, for our primary ministry is to help the ones in jail or in nursing home. And when we go to those local jails and nursing homes, we need Bibles and other printings to hand out to these that are so often overlooked. Please help us reach these needed souls. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the video description. We are also looking to partner with a few Christian businesses as an affiliate. Look into the video description for hyperlinks. Thank you.